Welcome to Live Music Showcase here on 88.5 WMNF Tampa. I'm your host, Ken Apperson. We are here in studio with Sonora Tuktuki. Did I say that right? I know I didn't. It's literally, I've not actually heard it spoken one time. I've only ever seen it. It sounds awesome. The music sounds great. Tell me your name.
It's Sonora Tuktuki.
Tuktuki.
Yeah.
Tuktuki. I promise that's the only time I'll get it wrong. You guys look great. You sound great. You ready to play some music?
Thank you. Yeah, we're ready.
We got you, man.
All right. Take it away.
Radio Mundo. Radio Mundo.
Probando. The human senses was the last bastion of truth. Now stand at the mercy of a machine that controls what is seen, heard, and felt. The human senses was the last bastion of truth. Now stand at the mercy of a machine that controls what is seen.
Todo es posible en la era de la mentira. Todo es posible en la era de la mentira.
Ya no vamos a ser lo que fuimos. Ahora todo va a ser mejor. Ven y bebe de mi codicia. Sonríe para ser haciendo para el serpiente el final. Ya no vamos a hacer lo que fuimos. Ahora todo va a estar peor. Nos ahogamos en la codicia y el algoritmo ya nos tragó. Es que te está gustando. La máquina te pone a mover. Cables se van cruzando. El disco duro pronto va a estallar. Si todo es posible, entonces todo es mentira. Si nada es imposible, entonces nada es verdad. Si todo es posible, entonces todo es mentira. Si nada es imposible, entonces nada es verdad. Todo es posible en la era de la mentira. Todo es posible en la era de la mentira. Todo es posible en la era de la mentira. Todo es posible en la era de la mentira. Todo es posible en la era de la mentira. Todo es posible en la era de la mentira. Todo es posible en la era de la mentira. Todo es posible en la era de la mentira. Todo es posible en la era de la mentira.
Yeah, I love it. Live music showcase. If you're just joining us, you can watch this show in live stream form as well as on the radio, 88.5 FM or WMNF.org. The live stream is going on right now on Facebook and on YouTube. On Facebook, it's WMNF's Live Music Showcase, and on YouTube, it's WMNF Community Radio. I'm posting a ticket link for the show happening tonight, New World Brewery, 30th anniversary show. It's a great ticket. These guys are going to be on it. There's a whole bunch of other bands on it as well. Real quick, I mean, there's so much happening on this show right now. You really have to get into the live stream to get the full effect. They've got exceptional. They've got visual elements. We've got a 6-piece band in the studio happening right now. There's keys. There's percussion. Sorry, 7-piece. You're right, because we've got the drummer in the drum booth too. 7-piece band, percussion. We've got guitar. We've got keys. There's a theremin going on. There's so much happening. Thank you so much for joining us. Tell me a little, real quick. Just tell me how this band got started. How did you guys get this band together?
So we all belong to different collectives, different projects in South Florida, and in a post-COVID scenario, we just got together and we're like trying to revive the scene as well, right? And try to revive us after such a disruption of COVID. So we started getting together at our percussionist house, and we kind of took over the whole setup and started having open rehearsals. The whole scene came up. A lot of counterparts that have been in the scene for a long time, and just started getting momentum, man. And just started taking it more seriously as a shape of a band. So it's been so much fun, man. It's been a lot of fun.
I love that you said that you kind of took over the house. I've seen some of the videos on Instagram where you've got you've got a kitchen countertop, and then there's just instruments and different things just kind of laid out all over the place. So just fully.
He doesn't sell the house.
Well, if he sells the house, hopefully he doesn't sell it with the equipment, right?
Yes, at least.
Equipment comes separately for sure.
Right.
Absolutely. All right, let's keep the music going. The energy is just so lively, so there's so much fire in this room right now. What's the next song called?
It's called Pajarito, and this was actually our submission for NPR's Tiny Desk.
Tiny Desk. Very cool. Very cool. Take it away.
Pajarito negro, pajarito diablo, flores en el pelo me amai, cuando vas volando, pajarito negro, pajarito diablo. Y los pies descalzos.
Si te vas así, la luna está tan blanca, me quiero morir. Las plumas que dejaste yo las guardo aquí, y a mí que me dijeron que te deje ir. Y yo me vuelvo loco si te vas así, la luna está tan blanca, me quiero morir. Las plumas que dejaste yo las guardo aquí, y yo me vuelvo loco si te vas así, la luna está tan blanca, me quiero morir. Las plumas que dejaste yo las guardo aquí, a mí que me dijeron que te deje ir. Y yo me vuelvo loco si te vas así, la luna está tan blanca, me quiero morir. Las plumas que dejaste yo las guardo aquí, y a mí que me dijeron que te deje ir.
love it. I love it. Welcome to Live Music Showcase if you're just joining us. There are two things. Okay, so first of all, as a guy who admittedly I don't have a ton of experience in the Latin world, obviously at this point, but one thing as a musician that I've always admired about Latin music in general, two things actually. One is the harmonies, and two is the energy. The energy is always just through the roof. It doesn't matter if you're playing in an empty room or if you're playing to a room of 10,000 people, just the energy is always there. And musicians out there, to any musicians out there, or music fans in general, that are maybe being exposed to Latin music, maybe for the first time on this show, because we don't get to have a ton of folks on here that play this beautiful kind of music. I implore you, engage with the energy. If you don't engage with any other part of it, the energy, it just makes you feel so good.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
So when you're playing shows and you're going out on stage and you're like, maybe you had a bad day, maybe the energy, it's just, you just don't naturally feel it. How do you bring that to every single performance? How do you do that?
It's definitely hard, but I think we feed it off each other.
Yeah.
If someone sees someone's having a bad day, or like you mentioned, we feed it the energy off each other to make ourselves feel better and show that energy to especially our audience, which is the most important part. we're performing for them, so it's we're just having fun, man. We have fun up on stage and playing here and yeah, that's what we try to communicate to our audience.
I love it. So, all right. And the other thing I wanted to ask is, I'm not usually what's your band name? Where does that come from? But because I couldn't even say it at the beginning of the show, tell me where your name comes from. Tell me the name.
So Sonora Tucucuy. Sonora is the introduction of a very big orchestra, so we think ourselves as a big orchestra. But Tucucuy is actually a word in Quechua, which is the original language of the Incas down in South America, and it means end of the world. So we kind of wanted to reflect the times a little bit, obviously because of everything, all the commotion we're going and the upside down things that we're going, at the moment. I think, and it also, I think it has a lot to do with the fact that we all grew up here. We're 75% of our engagement with music came from things that we lived here in the U.S., right? But we all bring a lot of things from our home countries. You have people from Venezuela, Colombia, Peru, Argentina. And so, that kind of mix that you get in South Florida already by default, right? But we're trying to, make it look, go into the music and reflect a little bit of that, right? And I think we chose cumbia to be the core of our music, just because cumbia has made an impact on every single country in Latin America, right? We all have our interpretation of cumbia that has arrived into different genres now, and it all starting to boil up, kind of like what we did also in the scene. So we're trying to...
Translation would be dance because it's the end of the world.
Yes.
I love it. That's a great, if there is no other reason to dance,
yes.
I think that would be it for sure. All right.
It's also the end of something is always the beginning of something.
The end of something is always the beginning of something.
From
Absolutely.
a purist perspective, I think probably if you ask the cumbia purists, they'll probably look at us like all weird because we have machines and things that are not the normal thing, right? But that's what we're bringing. We're kind of ending the part of the regular cumbia and introducing hip-hop beats and samples and things like that. So it's the birth of a new era.
Yep.
I love it. All right, so let's hear another song, and then when we come back, let's talk a little bit more about cumbia, because I actually do know that word. And to your point about the core of this kind of being that, I hear that a lot in the Tampa Bay area, and I think it would be a great thing if all of the different cultures in our town started to intermingle a little bit and enjoy the benefits of that intermingling, and I think that can happen through music.
For sure.
Through cumbia.
Through cumbia in particular, absolutely.
Yeah, the benefits of cumbia.
There you go. You got it down.
Absolutely, yeah. The shoulders never want to stop moving.
Side
All right,
effects.
let's hear the next song. What's the next one called?
This next song is called Te Quedaste Aquí. It's actually a Peruvian waltz. It was created as a waltz, but we took it into cumbia, something that we like to do. Just take different folklore from Latin America and make it cumbia.
Love it.
At the end, everything's cumbia, man, even Nirvana. So it's all good.
Absolutely. Take it away.
Me están dando ganas de bailar un pinche cumbión bien loco. Un pinche cumbión bien loco. Me están dando ganas de bailar un pinche cumbión bien loco. Un pinche cumbión bien loco. Me están dando ganas de bailar un
Miénteme porque no quiero morir. Y hasta la luz de mis ojos la dejaría por ti. La dejaría por ti. Lloro porque no me puedo reír. Río porque no quiero gritar. Grito para que sepas que te quedaste aquí. Maldigo tus caricias y culpo a mi corazón por dejar de revolcarme y burlarte de mi amor. Maldigo tus caricias y culpo a mi corazón por amarte tanto, tanto que te puse encimita de Dios.
Sonora Tukuki here on Live Music Showcase. Did I get it right that time? Closer. We're getting there. I'll get it by the end of the show.
You're getting there.
I'll get there by the end of the show. Tukuki. Tukuki?
Tukukui.
Tukukui. It's not a syllable. I'll get it eventually. I apologize. If you're just joining us, this is Live Music Showcase. We're here every Friday at 2 p.m. and we are at the halfway point of the show, which means it is the AMA, Ask Musicians Anything segment, the part where you can call in with any questions or concerns or ideas or thoughts that you might have about our band here, about Live Music Showcase, about WMNF. Call in right now, 813-239-9663. That number again is 813-239-9663. You can also send an email at dj@wmnf.org. Tukukui here on Live Music Showcase. Look at that. It only took me 30 minutes. All right, we figured it out. Okay. There's so much like flying through my head right now that I want to talk about, but this is a music show, so I'm not going to bore the audience too much. Alex, right?
Yes.
Would you, for our live stream audience, just give a quick demonstration of what the theremin is? Because here's the thing. I've been host of the show for about 4 years now, almost 4 years. And this is the first time we've had a band on that has a theremin. But the funniest thing to me about a theremin, to those who don't understand what it is, on the camera, it just kind of looks like you're really thinking hard about smacking it and then stopping before you get going. So can you show them real quick like what that is and what they're doing? He got it at Walmart. He's like, I don't know what this thing does.
They hate me for it. They're jealous. They're just jealous.
They're jealous.
This is actually a theremin's little synthesizer.
Yeah.
And it has knobs, and you can control the delays. But basically, it's an antenna. There you go.
Yeah.
Which reacts to how close you get with your hand to it. So
Yeah.
you get different sounds.
Wow.
You move your hand faster, and it vibrates.
It's proof that every human being gives off an electromagnetic field, and it's interacting with the field, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly
That's
that.
wild.
Yeah.
It's the nerdiest instrument ever. I love it. It's super
It's
cool.
super fun to play.
I love it. All right. Okay, so we were going to talk about cumbia a little bit, and we have some comments in the live stream. By the way, if you're just joining us on the radio, you can join in on the live stream fun. It's happening here. Let's see. Sebastian says, I'm from Colombia, the origin country of cumbia, with masters as Lisandro Meza and Lucho Bermudez. As living now in Tampa, this brings me back to our culture. I'm loving this presentation and the Tukukui tradition. Where can I see them live? You can see them live at New World Brewery tonight. I'm going to post the link for the tickets to get tickets to that show happening tonight. New World Brewery in Tampa. That's going to be great. So tell me a little bit more about why the core of your music seems to be cumbia and not. I mean, there's so many different genres in Latin music. Why cumbia?
For you.
Okay.
Answer.
Your turn.
Well, actually, we've jumped to.
maybe this may illustrate a little.
Oh, the T-shirt. Cumbia is the new punk. Yeah, somebody else made a comment. They saw that. They love the T-shirt. Yeah.
Actually, we've been through all the genres possible.
Sure.
We've jumped through all of them, and we love them all. But at the end of the day, cumbia is our roots. You know, it comes from a deeper, tradition, as the guy on YouTube mentioned it. It's a tradition, and we all have it inside. As Gabriel mentioned it before, we grew up with it in a different way. Venezuela has its own cumbia. Yes, he's right. Colombia is like the born place of it.
Sure.
But everybody has given it their own tone or flavor.
The virus is everywhere.
And it's fun. yeah. But so at the end of the day, it's what unites us as South Americans, in a way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we decided. And also something else is when you listen to cumbia, somehow your body cannot stop moving. It is something natural. You can't stop. It brings that movement inside. So at the end of the day, it was a perfect mix. A perfect mix.
I love it.
It was perfect.
Absolutely.
It had to happen.
It had to happen.
It had to happen.
Some of the best musical choices we make as musicians are the ones that we don't really make. They just kind of make themselves for us, right?
Totally,
you just
totally.
keep
It
coming
flows.
back to it in the music writing and the performance. Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's do some more music. Let's keep going with the music. We good with that? Can we keep going? We have enough kind of loaded up here. Yeah. Okay, good. All right. So if you're just listening, if you're just joining us now, live music showcase, we're here in studio with Sonora Tukuki. They're playing at New World Brewery tonight. I'm posting the link for tickets in the live stream right now, which is on Facebook and YouTube. On Facebook, it's WMNF's Live Music Showcase. On YouTube, it's WMNF Community Radio. Take it away, guys.
Cazando
my life. From it all, shame on you. For always wasting the best of me. Missing away all the chances. Put up your fences. Now you're out alone. Woo! Shame on you, no te da la cara para venirme con el verso de la puñalada. Que la traición fue cosa mía, vos no hiciste nada. Que te duele el pecho y que por favor no te da la cara para decirme que lloras en cada madrugada. Que te acordás de un viaje junto y toda esa pavada. Que te dé unos besos y olvidémoslo. Shame on you. No tengo ganas de amarte más. Running away from the good times y de las malas. From it all. Shame on you. For always wasting the best of me. Missing away all the chances. Put up your fences. Now you're alone.
¡Que salgan los pinches chingadazos!
Shame on you for thinking you're going to turn that dial. This is Live Music Showcase. We're live in studio with Sonoro Tukukui. Welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for being here once
Thank
again.
you for having us.
This has just been such a pleasure. It's just been so much fun. It's like I said, there's no way to hear this music and not immediately just get out of your own head and into your body. You know what I mean? And just start feeling it and enjoying it. It's so great. If you're just joining us, if you're joining in on a live stream, the link for the tickets for the show tonight at New World is posted in the comments. It's there. You can click on it, head on over there, and you can check it out. There's a bunch of comments. There's a bunch of people commenting in the live stream as we speak right now. Let's see, Pagoza.
The good ones.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, the good news is there are nothing but good ones. So a lot of these emojis. A lot of these emojis. A lot of fire emojis. Let's see here. Oh, one of our favorites, Paloma. She says, "Who's writing the music?" She wants to know who's writing the music.
So we get together. We all, some of us have a little bit more lead. Actually, we kind of sometimes create groups, but at the end, the sound, the flavor, the shape of it is given by everybody in conjunction.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
we love to do that.
One of the hardest things to do as a songwriter, no matter what band you're in or what kind of music you play, is getting 7 men in a room and getting them all to agree on something.
Oh, yes.
We don't. He says we don't. We don't. You make your compromises where you can. Is that how it works?
For sure.
Yeah. Okay. So when you have any kind of discrepancies, when you're like, well, I like this, how do you solve those problems without
The best idea wins, man.
the best idea wins?
No,
But who says which idea is best?
Well, I mean,
Votes,
I think a lot of times, because we've known each other for a long time, right? I think the main thing that puts us together is that we're all friends, right? So maybe someone like Dito that came after, or maybe like Gabriel and I have been making music for ages, and maybe him and I can, talk, and these guys will probably be like, oh, they're gonna fight, right? But it's just the way that we communicate.
It's all
right?
love at the end.
Passion.
And then sometimes it's just even cues, right? Like just visual cues, like oh,
It's a lot of couples.
don't ever do that again.
It's
like that
very-
you did. Don't ever do that again.
It's very
right?
therapeutic.
It's the eyes, right? It's the eyes and the eyebrows. So,
No, and it's when it's two ideas, different ideas. We just play them out and see what sounds best, and then we believe in democracy. So
And we use technology,
Raise your
right?
hand.
We record it. At the end of the day, I think that's where we see where the idea wins, right? It's like, because I could love a synth part and I'm like, oh, this is the best thing since sliced bread. But if the driving thing is the guitar, then it's the music. It's not the synth band, right, or the guitar band. It has to make sense, and that's what wins.
I think that is one of the smartest ways to write music in a group, because you're absolutely right. When you're playing a guitar part, like that's what I do. I play guitar and I sing. So everything I do is going to come from that perspective when I'm in the moment, right? So if you're in the group, you can't possibly have objective perspective until you hear it played back.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you hear it played back. And then how many times do you hear that synth part that you loved, and then you hear it played back and you go, maybe I need to work on that part. The next morning, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Fresh ears.
Gabriel was right, but I'm not going to tell you.
Well, let him come to that conclusion on his own, yeah. And then I won't fight
the
him.
recording from last night? You noticed something?
Yes. But beyond the recording, when cumbia is music that's meant to be experienced live, and when we play shows in Miami, people are dancing. So even if you think maybe it's a bad idea, it's hard to think it's a bad idea after you see 30 people lose themselves tranced out dancing the cumbia.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's a great idea, whatever anybody wants to do.
So I just want to make it clear, the percussionist just said, let's just see if people dance. That's a very percussionist thing to say.
You're such a guitar player.
I am
such a guitar player.
I'm called out. I feel seen. I love it.
Mark
Mark in the booth, too.
knows.
Yeah, he's in there
Mark knows
laughing
what
his
I'm
head off,
talking
too.
about. Yeah.
He's laughing because he's heard me have that perspective 100 times as a guitarist, and he's a guitarist too. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, all right. So we're rounding the horn. We're coming to the end of the show here. We still have a bunch of stuff to get to. We have the AMA comments to get to. We have a bunch more people in the comments. Let's see. Aura the band says, when do they drop the next one? When do they drop the next one? Where's the next song? When's the next drop? When's the next single coming out?
The next drop is going to be in 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah. We just dropped a single, Koala Pata, which is the place where we have a impactful, it's a song that talks about, hopefully we're going to close with that song, which talks about the area, talks about a lot of what big cities are going through, right, with a lot of gentrification and the results of it right now, the empowerment
We're seeing
of
it here.
at this
Yeah.
time. So whoever puts out a fight to be able to, preserve the soul of somewhere, we're with them, and definitely that's a place where we like to do that. So
Love it.
But yeah, all right. The next single is gonna be in about 3 weeks.
I love it. So the easiest way to be ready for that, not like forget or get caught up in the world, is you can go over to Spotify or whatever your preferred streaming platform is. I'm assuming you guys are on all of them. Yeah. So whatever your preferred streaming platform is, just look up Sonora Tukukui.
Yes.
I'll spell it out in the comments too, just so you don't so you can copy paste it just in case, and also you can come over to the live stream because you should be there anyway because they've put on an incredible production for you today. Normally we're the ones who put on the production, and we've got our crew in here and everything, but you guys have done such a great job.
Thank you.
We love having big bands in here because it's a little bit of a challenge, but it's always a big payoff. It's always really great. So the next drop is in 3 weeks. You can head over to Spotify or Apple Music or any of your streaming platforms and follow them. You can follow them, and then you'll get a notification every time they do drop a new song, and then you're turned on to new music without even trying. That's the way to do it. You can also do that for our show, by the way, on Apple Music or Spotify. Follow us on either of those platforms to get notified every time new episodes drop in the podcast platform, and you can go listen to all of our old episodes as well. So, bingo, plug completed. Let's jump into, I think we might have time for two
That's what we
more.
have. That's what we
Okay,
got.
perfect. Let's do it. Take it away,
All right,
guys.
Go Yambo.
Get ready to dance.
fastidiosa, amarra tu moza, qué fastidiosa, qué fastidiosa. Cerveza con moza, ay como goza, amarra tu moza, qué fastidiosa, qué fastidiosa.
Showcase here on WMNF 88.5 Tampa. I'm your host, Ken Apperson, Sonora Tukukui here on Live Music Showcase. We will see you all next week. All right. That actually was that was the end of our show. That was it. That was all we have. That was all we got.
Awesome.